Hi, everyone, and welcome. I'm so excited to be filming this class. This is an outdoor, obviously, special class. I was compelled, drawn outside today. Did not want to film indoors, and I'm so glad I made the decision. And I hope you really get a lot out of this too. Just being here and seeing the earth, the fallen trees, the bog, the soil, everything. I hope this really helps you dive deeper into your experience today as well. So let's go ahead and start somewhere around the middle of the mat and bringing your feet wider than hip distance apart. Put a nice bend into the knees, roll the shoulder heads up, back, and down. Just pause here for a moment to feel. Rotate the palms outward. Begin to notice the breath. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And even if you are not outdoors with me right now, imagining for a moment there's no walls, no ceiling. Smell the grass, smell the soil. Bringing the palms together over the heart, thumbs uniting at the heart center, just about the sternum height. Connecting with the heart. Bringing a sense of gratitude for this moment, gratitude for the breath, gratitude for our joys and our sorrows. And if that last part feels tricky right now, gratitude for our sorrows, this is why we practice. We practice to make space and room for everything so that it can be here as it is without us needing or desiring to change it too much. We create that space now through our practice. Inhale, let your arms float up overhead, uniting the palms. Interlace your fingers, reach up, palms, and then exhale, lean up and over to your right. Let the inhale float you up, and exhale up and over to your left. Drawing that navel back toward the spine. Inhale, floating up one more time. Let's lengthen again, and then exhale. If you want to, you can look up underneath that left arm toward the sky. Inhale draws you up. Lengthen, and then on an exhalation, up and over, reaching through the palms. It felt okay on the neck. Look up underneath that right arm. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, lower the hands, bringing fists to the low back. And on the next inhalation, drawing the navel in, lifting up through the heart, toward the sky, toward the clouds. We'll stay here for a few breaths. Opening the mouth, breathing through the mouth a few times. Gazing right up at this very old pine tree, drawing upon the energy of rooting through the feet, a strong trunk or core, but yet this expansiveness through my upper body. And I'm mimicking that expansiveness with my lungs right now, this opening up oxygen and releasing CO2. And then the tree's having this kind of dance with me, right? As I exhale, it's inhaling. As it exhales, I inhale. Okay, let's release out of this softly, coming into our forward fold. Relax the head, relax your neck, shake things a little bit around. Shake it yes, shake it no. Inhale, we come all the way up to standing again, reach. And then exhale, uniting at the heart. We'll be battling some mosquitoes out here. It's all part of the experience. Let's pivot and let your right leg bend into warrior two. We let the arms float up on the inhalation, and exhale, they drop in. Straighten out that leg, reach triangle. Trikonasana, hand to the shin, gaze up at your left thumb. Inhale draws you up, exhale, Vajrasana 2. And let's flow through this movement a couple more times. Inhale draws you up. Exhale, you sink in. Last time. Reaching and then rotating the arms. Inhale, we come up, and let's pivot the feet going in the other direction. Sinking into the leg. Straighten out. Utthaya extension Trikonasana. Inhale draws you up. Exhale, we sink. Extension. Triangle. Inhale, lift. Good. Exhale, sinking. One more time. Inhale draws you all the way up, and we sink into the knees. Let's take it through a vinyasa. We step back to plank pose, and we lower knees, chest and chin to the ground. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let out an audible sigh. Relaxing the head and neck here as much as possible. And it might feel good to just stay here, leaning into one hip, extending back through that heel, getting a nice stretch to Achilles tendon. From downward facing dog, look forward, walk the feet to the top of the mat, and then exhale, fold when you get there. Bend the knees, inhale, rise all the way up, gaze up, palms unite, exhale into the heart. Stepping the feet wide again, opening to the right, Virabhadrasana 2, similar sequence as before. We straighten, triangle. This time reverse warrior, coming up with that right arm. And we sink back into Virabhadrasana 2. Just for a moment, just sort of touching down for just a second into these asanas. We're not creating any complexity here. We want to be smooth and keep it simple so we can access a state of ease and flow in the body. So warrior 2. Triangle. Reverse the warrior. One more round through. There's time. There's no need to rush. You can go slower than me. In fact, I encourage it. Vinyasa toward the back of your mat. Step it down. Lower. Cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step the right foot through. Inhale, cartwheel up to the middle. And we'll pivot the feet to now do triangle or warrior 2 on the left side. Bending the front leg. Straighten, stretch, rotate. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior 2. First few rounds, you got to think about it. And eventually you get it. Let your body just flow through this sequence as best as you can. Accessing the side body meridians, opening up the side body channels. One more round. Beautiful. And we'll cartwheel all the way down through our vinyasa. I'm going to take a softer expression, knees, chest, chin. Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let out an audible sigh. Bend the knees, gaze forward. Walk or hop to the top. And exhale, fold into the legs. Inhale, we rise all the way up. And exhale through to the heart. Bring those fists again to the low back. Firmly plant the feet into the earth beneath you. Lift up the toes, spread them wide. Dig them into your mat. Imagine they're sinking into the soil as you see here, sinking right into the earth, into the mud. And you're drawing on that energy just like a tree would draw through the roots. Pulling it up through the body, lifting it up through the trunk, solid through the front and the back and the sides of the body. Fists come around to the low back. And on the inhalation, we begin to lift up through the heart center. That lifting up is what takes the compression away from the low back. My mosquito friends are really loving me right now. I forgot my bug spray in the car. You do what you can. And I can see birds dancing in the canopy up above. This is fantastic. Every inhalation, you're thinking up with the heart, not necessarily forward with the pelvis. We want to avoid crunching that low back. We just want to experience expansion here, no contraction. Everyone's edge here and the posture is going to look different. If you can go deeper, maybe bring the hands to the thighs, let your head drop back. Inhale, draw yourself up. Exhale, relaxing back in a forward fold. Shake the head no a little, shake it yes. Inhale, we rise all the way up to stand, arms unite, palms unite. Exhale, bring it into the heart. Since we're in the forest right now, and I would love it if we could see an eagle, but I don't think I'm going to. So we're going to do eagle pose ourselves here. So right arm over left. Link up the elbows, snake up the arms together. Try to touch your palms together. This is the beak of the eagle. If you can't, no worries. Grab whatever you can. Right over left. And now we do the opposite with the legs. So if it was right over left, we do left leg over right. Same idea. We sink down into that one-legged chair pose. The other leg wraps around. Try to tuck the elbow or the ankle right around the base of the other ankle if you can. Inhale, open up a little bit. Let your elbows move away from the rib cage, away from the heart. And then exhale, we come in, contracting in toward the center line of the body. Inhale, we open. Exhale, we come in toward the navel. Okay, if this is too much, I'm going to show you a little option. I'm just going to pop onto the ball of that foot here. So inhale, opening. I'll show you from this side. Exhale, we close. Expansion, opening. And actually, with my foot down, I can get a little bit more of a back bend. So you have some options. And if you're working with that snake, the eagle, snaking up of the leg with the eagle pose completely, the bottom leg looks like this. On the next inhalation, we're going to open everything up, expanding wide. And if you can, extend your leg out even, or keep it bent. Big smile on the face. Take a huge breath in. Then exhale, drop the foot, let everything fold upside down. Shake it no, shake it yes. Releasing. Soften the knees. Let's come all the way up again. Arms lift. And then exhale to the heart. Gurudasana, eagle pose, opposite side. So this time, left arm is on top. Snake it up. Remember, you can just pop onto the ball of the foot if you want. This is much easier, and you were actually able to get a little bit more of a back bend here. So that might be preferred for you, so try that. Otherwise, we're going to snake up the leg around. And you sink into that imaginary tree pose. Step 1 is just to find your balance. Gaze down at the earth with your eyes, Ardha Drishti, earth gaze, earth focal spot. Find your breath. And then when it feels right, the body wants to move. Inhale, we open, challenging our balance. Exhale, we fold in. Be playful with it. If you fall out, no worries. You just get right back into it. We embody the essence of the ego, focus, stamina, courage. But we also embrace the ability to fly, meaning we are buoyant in our thoughts, buoyant in our heart, lightheartedness. Inhale, we open everything up, stretch the arms out, stretch the leg out to the side and keep it bent, or go all the way, extend everything out and lift the corners of that mouth up towards the sky. Big smile. Good. And then exhale. Let it all release here. Take the feet as wide as your mat, ragdoll. Generous bend in the knees so that your ribs and belly are right on the thighs. Grab a hold of your elbows, sway. Side to side. Finding some stillness. Allow your body to start to melt down. Go really slow into child's pose. We're bending the knees. Being very deliberate about it all. Exhale, melting back. Inhale, slowly rising up. And from a kneeling position, we'll take an easy spinal twist. If this doesn't feel good on the knees, come to seated. Simple cross-legged pose is fine. Taking the right arm up as you inhale, and then exhale, cross it over the body, grabbing a hold of the opposite thigh. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. Just be aware of leaning to one side. Try to stay even in your sit bones. Exhale, unwind. Inhale, arms lift. And exhale, let's try the opposite side. Okay, be aware of leaning to one side. Try to stay neutral on both sit bones. If it feels okay, close the eyes. Drop inward to this moment. Somewhere on this inhale or the next, come back to center. Let your arms lift. Saluting the universe, the sun, saluting thumbs to the forehead to acknowledge inner wisdom and intuition, and thumbs to the heart to acknowledge love and compassion. And stay here as long as you like, floating gracefully into your meditation. Otherwise, I'll leave you here. Thank you so much for joining me. Wish you peace and love. Namaste.